Musk. Hello, Gregory.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Gregory Rinkhoff. I go to his class.
To
I
whose class?
subscribe
Whose class?
Dimitri.
To my class.
Yeah, your class.
Okay. What kind of
Um,
class? What do we do? What do we do? Circus?
we do judo.
Oh, judo. Okay.
It's a type of martial arts.
Yeah, but talk. So first of all, is that okay if I interview you? Do you give your
Yeah,
permission for me to interview you and put it on YouTube?
yeah.
Cool, cool. How about your parents? Are they cool with that?
My dad is shaking no, but
Uh-oh.
wait, what? Problems coming. He said yes.
Okay.
No.
Sounds cool. So Gregory, hello. I don't want to keep you for a long time because I know you're busy. I
Oh,
value your time. So real quick, just forget about judo for now. Just talk about yourself. Just tell me about you. What is the most important thing about you? What you like and anything that you want to share with the world.
well, I like drawing and I don't know really what to. Well,
Okay.
drawing is one of my passions. Some people are better. Some people are, or it's just for me. It's kind of competition in my world. Like who gets to the finish line faster. And every stuff in my world. Like if I'm swimming and somebody else is swimming, for me, what's important to get there first.
So
Or
you're
I
pretty
just go on.
competitive.
Well, not that competitive, but like when it's like I'm imagining something, I have the imagination to start a competition, like against someone, and I don't tell them. I just keep it in my brain and just do it.
You, you know, Grisha, this is so cool because I've known you for a long time and I didn't know this side of you. So this is I think this podcast that I'm doing, it's really valuable because I get to learn about you something I didn't know before. I never imagined that you think that way. That you think like sort of competitive in a way.
Yeah.
That's so okay. So let's talk about judo. Tell me about judo and what is judo for you, and what would you like people to know about judo? Anything you want to share?
Well, I I'd say it's fine, but it's just that I feel like now that it feels like the whole point of it, like, right, like usually it feels like it's only for to protect yourself, but later, like, the competitive side of me started when I started going to tournaments in judo. Well, I kind of forgot the main point. It's to keep yourself safe and that. But it's been it's just that tournaments have been on for so long that there's like it feels like that's the main point that I'm practicing for, to be like a true champion.
Hmm. Well, if tournament, I'll tell you my perspective. If winning in tournaments is your goal, that's fine. But for me personally, that's not the main objective at all. And
Yeah,
self-defense is also good, but honestly, to me, that's not the main objective either. To me, the main objective is to become a better person for me, and just improve yourself and just challenge yourself. So,
well,
do you think?
now
Go ahead.
I started focusing on the main point of it, self-defense, not like to
Hmm.
challenge myself, to just like try to get the hang of it so I can like be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Like well, that's the reason I haven't been coming to tournaments lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you feel so? What do you feel that judo gave you, and why do you think somebody should do judo? And you
Well,
can be honest. I mean, if you didn't, you maybe say, "Oh no, it didn't give me anything," or maybe you feel like it did give you something. So I'm
it
curious about that.
it did give me something. Well, this is not totally important, but it I could be one of the only people. It's just that like I have friends, and it's like I could I have other friends, like two other friends who do judo, and I can like, and then like when we go to each other's house, it's like we can like try something out. Well, I always lose, but it's fun to do it with friends.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I noticed
I
like
think
you mentioned losing and you mentioned like your competitive side, but I just want to let you know that a lot of times when we lose, we feel bad, but actually it's better to lose because you learn more. And when you're a
yeah,
little kid, it doesn't matter that much, but later, perhaps when it matters more, you will have learned from the lessons that you have as a kid when you were losing, and you thought it was important, but it was really not important. The cool thing is that some kids are winning a lot, but they're not learning.
yeah,
So, yeah. Do you think about that?
mm, yeah. Well,
Do you feel
I
like you learned something? Do you feel like you've improved? What do you feel? Like don't
well,
judge yourself by like winning or losing, but do you feel like you have learned something or you've improved? Or how do you feel?
it's just that I haven't been really looking at what other people have been doing. I've been just like sticking to what you taught me, like trying out like every day when you teach me something, like I don't know, like a new throw, I try to try it out. Well, not always, but like sometimes I try to try it out.
Am I too hard on you, Grisha?
Sometimes.
I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I get into it, and like I want you to improve so badly, and I'm so passionate about it that sometimes I get carried away, and then I'm too harsh. And I kind of justify it because I say, hey, it's all good for you. But then sometimes I'm like, no, I think I shouldn't be so harsh. Sometimes I regret it. I should be nicer to you. So I'm sorry. Do you accept my apology?
Yeah. It's mostly only been like the only thing that like it's given me is just that like it's just like I try it first of all. It's just that I can't always remember the whole point of it, and like I can't remember the whole thing. I only like remembered one part, but maybe I even forget everything that I remembered before,
Hmm.
like right away, and
Well,
and it feels like yeah. That's why I always like need your help when like I just like try it out with a
uh-huh.
partner.
Well, when I get frustrated when it's not, I don't get as much frustrated when it's something is not working, but when I feel like I'm explaining and you're like looking away. And I know it's not your fault, like, or most for a lot of kids, it's really hard to pay attention. But and I probably have to work on that, not to get as frustrated. But honestly, that's what frustrates me. Is like I explain in very every detail, and then I see like somebody like looking in a different direction, and then I say, okay, well, how about you do it? And then they like do it completely wrong. So I'm like, dude, I just spent half an hour explaining something to you, you know.
Mhm.
But it's probably I'm thinking, then I go home and I think, you know what? Like I'm so harsh on Gregory, and I said you should be paying attention. Why are you not respecting me here? But then I think you know what? It's not his fault. It's probably really hard to pay attention sometimes for some even for me. Like like I go to work to my day job, and
Mm.
I don't pay attention at meetings. I probably shouldn't say this on YouTube, but it's hard for me to pay attention at meetings sometimes.
It's just like some like noise things. It's like for everybody, they like first thing they do, look.
Hmm.
For
I know.
most people, yeah.
So
Like
why would you?
anytime they hear,
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's just like
oh
the
no, no,
sound, it lags a little bit, so that's why I'm talking over you. Go ahead.
no. So um, it's just like they like for some reason like somebody's getting picked up early. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Like I don't usually know what's going on, so I just like decide to try to find out. That's the thing, basically.
Gotcha. So let me ask you something. So why, if you were to recommend for somebody to do judo, or maybe you don't, I don't know, but what would you tell somebody? Why should they or should they not do judo? Uh, what could you share with somebody who doesn't know much about judo? Maybe they're considering it. What would you advise that person?
Well, some of your drills are fun, so like I'd say like some like it's fun for like most of your drills, but like sometimes it's just like doing like stuff. But like when we're like doing squats, like oh you're out, but you do it like there, like it's pretty fun. So I'd suggest trying it out because it's fun.
Hmm. Can you say again what you said about squats?
Yeah,
Because you kind of broke out on my side.
it's just like when we like do squats, like we do it all in a circle, we all go together. But like when somebody does something wrong, it's not a problem. But like you like put like oh you're out, like it's a little game, but they still do squats on like other side. So it's basically all fair. It's just like a little game
So this is
to
what you
not
would
get out.
say to somebody. This is what you would say to somebody who wants to join, who is considering joining judo. This is
Yeah,
like
but
your
not like
words.
not just squats, like other stuff, not just
Hmm.
squats.
Hmm. So what's the point you're trying to make? That this is a
Like
good thing, it's a bad thing. Is this the reason they should join, or this is the reason they shouldn't join?
it's a reason they should join. Like it doesn't mean everything is gonna be like the worst part of your life. It's well, some of the stuff is pretty fun. It's not the worst thing in your life, but like maybe sometimes it's like kind of gets to me. But other stuff, it's like fun and that stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So listen. So just I want to kind of maybe uh I know you have to do stuff, and I thank you for giving me some of your time. I don't want this to go for an hour. So I just want to say that I gotta strike a balance. I'm just sharing with you my thoughts. I want to make it fun, but at the same time, I want to make sure that people learn something, right? And also challenge. I want to challenge everybody, right?
yeah,
And I want to make it a little bit difficult, And judo is very, very, very difficult and sometimes painful. But I truly believe that it's this difficulty and this pain is really good for you in the long run. It makes you overcoming those challenges makes you a better person and a tougher person and smarter person. That's what I feel. And I feel like you've progressed a lot. I mean, I
yeah.
hope you feel that too, but this is what I feel.
I
So,
haven't podcasted a lot. I have watched some podcasts, and I feel like I know like what I'm. I feel like I should know what I'm doing thanks to them. Like they make it look so easy.
uh-huh. The
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Just like asking questions, answering looks easy.
Yeah, but it's easy, but it's not easy. Some people are like natural at it. I don't think I'm good at it, but that's why I want to do it, because I want to challenge myself. I want to practice.
Well, I would like to be on a past podcast, so yeah.
Maybe we should do it together. Like this is like our practice interview, and like in the future episodes, you're gonna be my co-host. We're gonna do it together. We'll interview other people together.
Mm,
Does that sound fun?
yeah, like, but maybe like I can't always be your whole co-host, like when you're doing little
Yes,
podcasts.
sometimes when you can.
Yeah,
Would that be okay with you? Because I could invite like more people to this meeting,
yeah,
and we could have like a whole conversation.
yeah.
Do you know how to edit videos? Would you be able to help me with that?
I'm not a specialist in that, but
Yes, for sure.
I'm planning on making my own YouTube channel, and my and my dad's gonna help me with that,
Okay,
like
cool.
editing and that stuff. Yeah,
That's cool. Hey, so maybe this is a good experience for you. You're getting some experience in being interviewed or interviewing somebody.
yeah.
All right, Grisha, I'll let you go back to what is it you're doing? To your dinner. Yes?
Yeah. Well, not dinner, lunch.
Snack, to your snack. Lunch. Late lunch. Okay. 5 p.m.
Yeah.
lunch. Gotcha. All right. Okay, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna stop the recording now.